We are live streaming. Check it out. We have a logo. It says Armchair Dragoons. That's who we are. Once again, I am Cyrano and my guy Doug. Hello, Doug, and good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
All right, we are getting ready to get started, and as always, I just have a couple of preliminaries I got to run through to make sure the whole fuzzy world knows what we're doing. But yes, my beloved wife was so kind as to create a logo for Armchair Dragoons. And now we're able to use that as our welcome. It's not exactly high tech, but I like it. I'm going to tell the war gamers where we are. And we're just going to tell them... Alright, it's time. Aspern. Maybe if I spell Aspern-Essling the right way, that would help.
Nobody outside of Austria spells it right anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was working since Ross from Old Meldrum Wargamers. He sent me Teugenhausen. You know, for years, right. For years and years and years, I had heard of it as, of course, as Teugenhausen, and it's a beloved battle because it's small. You know,
right?
And you can actually get a game like Shaco. It makes sense for a game like Shaco. It's small-ish while still having the feel of a real battle, and Davout is there, and Charles is there, so it's got a lot of good stuff. But the first thing I notice is that a lot of people call it, Hausen-Teugen? And then, of course, I've seen even more people, those favoring the French, calling it Thann, which is what Napoleon called it.
Right.
So now we'll tell the Napoleonic wargaming community we're ready. Still, they're going to get mad if I spell it wrong. Alright, there we go. And finally we will tell our buddy Brandt that we're ready to go. He that is Brandt. Turn that off, and I turn that off, and I just come here, see if anybody's joined yet. Nobody yet. Alright, good. That's actually good. It means that there weren't nice people hanging around watching us with nothing to look at, and I hate that. Alright. Here we are. All right. Well, just to refresh everybody's memory, here we are at Armchair Dragoons, and we're getting ready to continue the first day of Aspern-Essling using the Blucher rule system. As I pan back and show everybody the board, we have some surprises. We found out from the wonderful folks that designed this scenario at Old Meldrum that we had done reinforcements wrong. You may remember they were all lurking over here on Francis's face, waiting to come on, and we rolled. And in fact, I did roll successfully for them at the very last turn of the very last hour, but that was not necessary. I was able to get them much, much earlier. So Doug and I have talked about it, and we decided that what I probably would have done, and he's right about it, is we would have just marched them on here. And so here is that group of guys from 2 Corps hanging out. So they're going to get into the fight. We also... reread the rules about commanders and how they work, and so we've pulled our sub-commanders off the board, and we'll slap them down and get them into some trouble when either of us thinks it's the appropriate thing to do. I don't think there's anything else we need to go over. We did talk about some of the rules we goofed, but nothing was too serious. I think the biggest thing we're going to watch is putting severe limits on our ability to pivot. Professor Sam Mustafa, who designed this game, takes his pivoting very, very seriously, and so we can only do it at certain times depending on the nature of our movement. But other than that, I do want to check, I did forget to check, making sure that my dice are not printing. Make sure of that. Those are our super secret Mo dice. My Mo dice are not printing. Can you check yours, Doug, please?
I will. No printing is allowed.
No printing. That's because that would be saucy and naughty. All right, and I got rid of those dirty dice you didn't want. And I believe when we left things, let's just take a look at our Nisenau assistant. We had flipped over to the 13th turn, which we know to, because it is an odd number, to be an Austrian turn. Am I correct?
That is correct.
The only other thing I need to do is retire this gun. This gun is going away because it is done shooting. It is out of cannon power. Cannon power. Jeez, I'm having a problem on a Saturday night. It is out of ammunition. That's otherwise known as cannon power. And it is retired.
You realize cannon power will now have to be used at Origins.
If you come and see the Armchair Dragoons at Origins, we will try at every opportunity to not speak of ammunition, but cannon power. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, so first thing I believe I owe you is some Mo dice.
Yes.
All right, I have now rolled Mo dice. Now I'm going to come
Okay.
I'm going to make a mental note of how many you have. Now we're going to flip around here so that the whole healthy world can see what you're up to. Please go forward.
All right. Excuse me. Just looking through here real quick to get back to this sequence of play again, so I remember exactly what we do here because it's movement.
Well, the first thing you do is peek at me, but I don't think you've got anybody to peek at.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Although,
how
about them fellas over there? I don't know why they're flipped over even. Did you just come?
Yeah, we should be able to see them.
I can't imagine how they're hiding now. Behold. Right. There they are.
I think that we're at the end of the
peaking phase.
The night and tired.
Yeah.
All right, in the information phase, discovery, and there just really isn't anything left to discover.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's movement phase, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to do a core activation.
Alrighty.
Over here for these 3.
Costing you 3?
Yeah. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move your prepared marker back here.
Oh, dear.
He's going to move into contact.
That's a charge.
And this guy, so we pivot at the beginning, is that right?
Correct.
And then a move has to be...
Or if you want to make a difficult move, you can pivot at the end.
And I kind of think a difficult move will probably do here.
Yeah. Given what I suspect you have in mind.
Yeah, because I really only want to move about a base width.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and move this brigade.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
Mm-hmm.
And then pivot them.
See, the problem is you can't do that because you're going to wind up... That guy, if he pivots on his front...
Yeah, it's not going to be able to do that. Not to mention that he can't do a charge.
Right.
That wouldn't be a charge. So what I'm going to do with him is... I'll pivot him like this.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
Right. And then we're going to move about that far.
There you go.
Because I'm going to have to move him again. And then we'll go ahead and pivot this guy.
Yes.
Which is my third one. Like so. And then, what's that distance? A little bit too far. So I'm going to move him, but we're not going to quite get there this turn.
I believe your phrase you gave me was they're about to have a frank exchange of views.
Indeed they are. All right, so that was 3.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're always going to get 3 if I'm rolling 4d6, so you may continue.
Yeah, let me look at something here. Let's see what old Belgard does for me. When do we slap the commanders down?
It's when you wish to use their abilities. It's let me look up that rule on sub-commanders, but it's essentially whenever you want to use them.
All right.
Let's get that stuff on sub-commanders, which is an optional rule, but one that our good friends at Old Meldrum use. Using sub-commander personalities. Risk moving them, attaching them. At the start of the game, all sub-commanders are kept off table. During his movement phase, before making any activations, you may attach them to one of your units in his core, signifying his presence there. It does not matter whether there is physical room for him. The marker is merely a reminder. And obviously, you may only attach him to his core. And then...
Right.
Moves with the unit, doesn't take up any space.
Okay, so I couldn't have attached him anyway because I'm not using his core.
There you go.
Even though he doesn't have any designation on him, he really is part of First Corps.
Yeah, he doesn't have it on him, but it is in the OOB provided.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a single unit activation.
Okay, and as you correctly pointed out, and I missed it that you stressed this ends any possibility of core activation.
Right. Yeah, let me think about this a minute. Okay, I'm going to do another core activation.
Yes.
Of these gentlemen right here, so that's another 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give those guys room to retreat. Okay, and then I've got a single unit activation that I want to do.
Very good. So
right over here.
Yeah, for the record, have spent 6, and this will be 7 and 8.
Right. So I'm going to rotate him like so.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is a simple move, so I can do 2 base widths, right?
Mm-hmm. 6 inches.
There we go. And I will do... Nothing else there. I will do another single unit activation over here on these Grenadiers.
9, 10.
I'm going to rotate a little bit. Move up like so. And I'm done.
All right.
I'm done moving.
Well, I believe that means you will commencify to shoot at me.
Don't you get...
I believe the shooting is first. He says, looking here. Fire phase, yes.
Yes, but wasn't there some kind of... There's no defensive fire?
Oh, no. If you come at my cavalry with infantry, that's the question. I know I have a choice here. I was going to wait till you get there before I made it.
Yeah, we're not there yet, so...
Yeah, I figured you get to shoot first, unless I'm supposed to... Am I supposed to react immediately? I don't know. The infantry versus cavalry. This is important. Infantry units that are in combat with cavalry do not retreat, whether they attacked or defended, and whether or not they are also in combat with enemy infantry. Whether they win or lose, they stay in combat, and whoever is in contact with them has to retreat. This is essentially bouncing the horse. I kind of love this, actually, because
yeah, me too, because you don't see that very often.
No, that's you tend to see this overpowering love for charging cavalry, and that is not necessarily so. Even though this does not necessarily play to my good at this particular moment. But I want to go back and find what we're supposed to do with the horses. Yeah, artillery's different. We're all good there. This is shooting. But, yeah, you're on a shooting phase anyway, so we're not even there. What do you wish to shoot, if anything?
Okay, so over here we're going to have... I can't fire into a city. I could fire into woods. I don't remember.
No, there's only one possible way to find out. I've been very careful. The one thing I've been very careful about is making sure that my leading edge is outside the trees, because I can't shoot out of them if it's not. He's quite cruel on that score.
Yeah, no, it's very definite. If you're in the woods, you're in the woods.
Yeah, let's see here. No unit may fire if it's water urban, artillery, line of fire, obstruction. Our infantry fire may not pass through or into any wood or urban area. Infantry may not fire at any unit that is in woods or an urban area.
Well, it's that simple then.
Well, I give them credit for that.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. So we're saying that these guys that are marked prepared, Valerie's brigade,
yes.
second of the 93rd line,
Mm-hmm.
the 93rd line in the 2nd brigade, they are in woods, correct?
Correct, but their leading edge is poking out.
So does that mean I can shoot at them?
You would think so, unfortunately, and then this is because it is. Well, let me find the explicit thing on the. Brant is pointing out that we may be in trouble because you're thinking again.
Always a problem.
Yes, no, you can't fire in, and they can fire out. An infantry unit may fire
that's what I'm thinking.
while partially in woods, as long as no portion of its front edge is in the woods. That was the part I remembered.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you got to basically go in there and get them.
Yup. So I can't shoot at them. Infantry can't fire into
Urban
a
areas.
town, so
Right.
these grenadiers can't. The only thing I can fire then are my positional batteries here into the 56 line.
Correct.
And they're firing into a town.
A fresh gun.
Yep.
So that would be 5. Is that a negative? Is that a artillery?
Yeah, there's something about it because they're in a town.
I believe it counts as
penalties.
It's either covered or concealed. I can't remember which. It's this top table. Let's see here.
Well, they're either covered, or they're concealed, or they're obstructed. But
Yes.
It's the same penalty regardless.
Right. It's we'll figure out which one it is, but yeah. So you are rolling 3 dice and hoping for a 6. Oh, but you are within. Right. Are you firing canister at that range?
Man, I'm at 2 base widths, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, you are firing canister, which gives you a bonus.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely within 2 base widths.
3 dices? 3 dices. Whoa. Between that and cannon power, I'm having a good night.
Yep. 3 die.
And a bonus.
Here we go.
That bonus hits. Look at that. Borrow one of you. Where's one of my dead markers? There we go. So you lose a round of ammo. And I take a hit. Very good.
Oh, the other thing,
I put him on the wrong guy. That's why.
They're prepared.
But that's just a bonus, is it not?
You may be right about
that. Brant is enamored of cannon power.
Yeah, since you can only get 1 bonus, it doesn't really matter.
Bonuses is bonus.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. Stubbed your toe there.
And did you,
Okay.
And you marked your gun? Very good. Other shooting.
I don't really have anybody that can.
These fellas move. They move.
These guys all moved.
Yeah. Nothing.
So there really isn't anybody. The guns don't really have... I guess they do.
They got a half base width they can shoot through?
No. Maybe?
Should be able to measure, right?
No, I'd say it's just under half a base width.
Okay.
I think it's too close. Maybe, but it's dicey, and I'm just gonna hold that ammunition.
Okay. So the only limitation here, as we do this, is you may not combine. You're not doing it, so that's fine. All right. So there is no shooting. The gap is insufficient.
Right.
All right. So you have some melees to allocate to a portion.
Yep.
Well, this one's straightforward.
Yeah, that one's straightforward. Then doesn't this guy have to do both of these?
Correct. He has to split his 5. Or, sorry, his 4.
Right, so his 4. So he's going to do 2 on each.
Yep.
And then this guy's got 4, which he'll do to there. So there's a 2 here.
Yep.
But a 6 here.
Yes, correct.
And here there's a 6.
And here is a 6, yes. Yes. So which one? I've got a couple benefits going for me. I just want to know which one you want to do first.
Let's do this town.
Okay, so I begin at 6. Let's see. What are the artillery? Or sorry, we're on the wrong one. We need those bonuses. I suppose we should check. Do our units have any special characteristics? I got skirmishers. I'm sure that'll do me a fat lot of good.
I got skirmishers too. So
Yeah, sure, skirmishers.
And I have our
firepower. That only matters in shooting. Yep. So neither of us got nothing as far as that goes. Yeah. But where are those? There we are. Okay, you are not cavalry, so that doesn't matter. Okay. None of that. Okay. I am not entrenched. I am, however, in difficult terrain.
Right.
There's actually a double win. Oh, no, that's right. I'm a garrison. That's it. I get a +2.
Right, you are a garrison.
That's
you get a +2.
And you get the -1 because you're coming into difficult terrain. I know that garrisons are Sam actually makes the comment that garrisons are nasty.
Yeah, they are. Which is why this is, about the only thing you can do here is slam
Well,
up
right. I mean,
it.
sooner or later, you just got to take the...
Yeah, I mean, you can hit it with artillery all you want, but at the end of the day, you gotta wade in. That difficult terrain thing. That's
I see, because I'm in there. It no longer counts as such. Good. Moving.
It doesn't count as difficult terrain.
I don't. I'm looking for that. I know it. Okay, attacking an urban area. That's what I wanted. Yes, you are. If an active unit attacks an enemy that is entirely in an urban base, which I am, that attacker is also considered to be partially in the area and thus in difficult terrain. So you've got to take the minus, and I get the +2. So I'm rolling 8, and I'm rolling 8, and you're rolling 5. Am I correct?
5.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
That has to be right.
All right, and we're all looking for 4 pluses. All set over there? Here I come. Ooh, got close. You got 2. And I got
2.
And I got 4.
Ouch.
Okay, so I believe that means that... So we do this it's very strange. So if this is actually built this way in order. So if my score is greater than yours, it is, I take 1 fatigue. You do not, obviously you're not going to break. Then,
right.
If any defenders equaled or outscored this attack, you lose 2 fatigue.
2 fatigue, and then I retreat.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. So, he's going to take 2 fatigue.
And I take 1.
And you take 1, and I'm going to get out of there.
You have to truck back probably through those other guys, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I have to move 2 base widths anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which would put me right in the middle of them, so he's going to go just past them, basically.
And face the other way, that's right. There it is. That's how that goes. Very good. Just check real quick, see if anybody's joined us. I know we had Brant kibitzing. Cannon power. Okay, we're getting new subscribers, but not new. We're getting new subscribers, but not new viewers. Something strange is going on. Boy, we love these guys. We're not going to watch them, but we'll subscribe like crazy. I don't even know.
Watch it. We'll watch it later.
There you go. There you go. So how do you want now? I imagine you want to... We've got to... Since we're all in contact here, how do we roll this? Do we roll this at 1? As 1? Or what do we do? I don't know.
Hold on a second here. I want to bring up the stream on my other display here,
sure.
And then I'll be with you.
Absolutely.
Here, I want to bring up the stream on my other display here, sure. And then. Yeah. So what? Well, we do have 4 watching.
That's you. I think that's you, me, Brant, and one other person who's not identifying themselves. Because I do have to monitor the stream.
Yep. Okay, so the way I think this goes is I do my 2 against your horsies.
Okay.
Right? So Infantry Regiment 25 versus the Bailey's horse. I'm using 2. Elon.
This is... Okay,
and we do that one.
No, we do it all as a group and put dice here. This is interesting. If the attacker has more than 1 unit in contact, each attacker allocates dice, and that's what you're going to do. So you're gonna allocate dice, but go to, if you've got the rules up, go to page 57. After the attacker has allocated his dice, the passive player, me, rolls the combat dice for each defending unit in any order he chooses. So I roll all the dice I'm going to be entitled to.
Okay.
Use dice to temporarily mark each defending unit with pips showing the defense. So I'm going to have to move these dice physically out there, I think, that succeed. We ignore that.
Right.
Reroll a flanked. After I have rolled all my defending units, including any rerolls, and calculated their defense scores, you then roll all your combat dice. You roll these dice, and each score of 4 or higher is a success. The total number of successes is the attack score against the defending unit. Use temporary dice to mark each defending unit. Every defending unit should have, and therefore, every defending unit should have 2 numbers beside it. Its own defense score and the enemy's attack score against it. And then we resolve defenders first, and then resolve the attackers. So, all right. I know, I've got horse here. Yeesh.
Yeah, and that we do that every time.
Right.
The defender's supposed to roll first every time.
Right. Usually it doesn't matter because we're 1-on-1, but in this case, obviously.
Yeah, but you've also I think it does matter because
that?
you may do re-rolls.
True.
The defender has to roll, and then the defender may have re-rolls, and I'm trying to remember what causes the re-rolls.
Re-rolls are if it's cavalry attacking unprepared infantry.
Okay.
That's your re-roll right there.
All right.
But it's establish the different cavalry. Dice rolled by an attacking cavalry unit against prepare. Oh, it's the other way. Dice rolled against an attacking cavalry unit against prepared infantry must be re-rolled.
Right.
So.
Right.
Okay, so we roll the defender first. So I've got, my bottom line is, these guys get to roll, because I've got this dike thing that works for me, that I'm sitting on. So I get 4 here.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Yeah. I get 4 dice here and 7 dice here. Anything else? I don't see any markers. I don't think I get anything special, right?
Right.
Just just going to take a quick peek. No, nope. I think that's it. All right. Infantry versus cavalry. Infantry does not retreat, whether it won or lost. If it is not prepared, the infantry must reroll successes. That's if I'm attacking. Okay. That's true, right? This thing here that says, if it is not prepared, the infantry must reroll successes. That's only if I'm attacking you, right? Makes sense?
That makes sense to me.
If the defending infantry is repaired, the cavalry unit must reroll. If an infantry unit is not prepared, when in combat against cavalry. So you do have to reroll. Now. That is page 60.
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if an infantry unit attacked enemy cavalry and the contact between the two units happens entirely in an urban area or woods, then the infantry does not have to re-roll.
So that's neither of these things.
Right, so...
You got to re-roll successes.
So I'll have to re-roll successes.
Well, that's the thing, is if you win, my cavalry have to bounce to hell and gone. Jeez. Okay, so...
So you have to roll.
Right.
That's the first thing.
Yeah, and so I'm going to roll me some... But you've got to allocate 2, right? So what you're doing here is you got to go 2 and 2, and then 4. So
yeah, I got to go 2 and 2.
This guy's looking at 6, This guy's looking at 2. Got it! I'm going to roll 4 dice, and I need 4s. Stop it. Ouch. I could have done better.
Definitely could have done better. So your one defender's got a 4.
Yep. Oop. It's got 1 die. And over here, I get to roll 7 dice. That will be better, he says, hopefully. And it is. 5.
Much better.
5. This number, what I will do, actually, this is the smart thing to do, right? I'll put
is put 5.
And I'm going to copy this guy and put it here. And now he's a 1. Look at that. All right, now we know what they got. Your turn.
Right. Okay, so I got 2 to start with.
That's for that dude here. Got it.
And he got none.
0. Okay. But then between
the other guy has got
6.
Yeah, total is 6. Yeah. And he got
4, but you have to reroll
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of them.
And you got to reroll those.
So I got to reroll 4. And I got 3 of those.
All right, so it really doesn't... Now, the interesting piece... Wow, that rule is substantial. I got to think about that. That's so I'm going to win the fight, both cases. However, if the defender's score was greater than the attacker's score, which it is, I get 1 fatigue. That does not break me.
Right.
I was not outscored. If any defenders equaled or outscored this attacker, which we did, you take 2 fatigue. So you wind up taking 2 fatigue, and I wound up taking 1, is the bottom line.
Right.
But, infantry does not retreat.
Right.
Wow. No, and that's, like I say, I think that's it's an interesting rule. I don't know as I've ever seen that anywhere else, but I get it. I absolutely get it. After taking any fatigue
All
from
right, you take 1. I took 2.
Yep, and I have to retreat. All enemy units in contact with it will have to retreat.
Are you sure?
That's page 60. After taking any fatigue from winning or losing or in combat, if the infantry unit has not broken, then it does not retreat. Rather, all, courteously enough in bold, enemies in contact with it.
Will have to retreat. Yep. So you took fatigue.
I sure did. So let me get rid of these dice. Let me copy this.
Yeah, that's bouncing your horse.
My horsies did not like fighting.
Which you got no room.
So they go a long way away. I think basically what we're saying is they wind up here. These guys wind up here. Facing that way. That's a mess. And these fellas, wind up here. Right at the Stadler. Look at that. Well, they wanted nothing to do with your fight. And did both your fellows take their 2? Yes, they did.
Yep.
They are certainly not unscathed by the fight, to be sure. However, all right, very good. We figured out a melee. I think that made sense. I think we followed the rules. See if anybody's joined us to yell at us. Ooh, we have 5 people now. Hey, Running Red Sox joined us.
There he is. Ross is here.
There he is. Wait, yes, those infantry were attacking cavalry. Bayonet Brandt's comment. Wait. Go to page 56. Yes. Every Eurogamer in a 200-mile radius just had a heart attack.
In which case, my work here is done.
The Hanseatic wheat orgy is handled. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right, so did you come? You didn't come in anywhere else, did you? We're otherwise just a staring at each other.
Right, and the answer is yes. Those infantry were attacking cavalry.
Yep, they were not in a mixed group, which is of course forbidden. So there we have it.
Wow, that one's probably going to get us on somebody's list.
What's that?
And we're not in a mixed group,
which
is, of course, forbidden.
That's not what we meant, YouTube. Oh, great denizens of YouTube, please do not be angry with us. We meant infantry and
we are now on a list.
There's a list, and we're on it. Great. All right. Yeah, I think that's it, right? You're good?
That was combat, and then there is a final... There's one more phase.
Status. You get reinforcements.
Right.
Your army morale is obviously fine. And you now have to give me mo dice.
Right. At some point I get these guys.
You want to check? You got your briefing? I sent you the briefing, right?
Yeah, I got the briefing. I have to pull it up here.
See, Brent, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Your page 56 joke was much better than your cannon power joke. Just saying. You checking your briefing for those dudes?
I'm looking right now, yeah.
Cool. You have any idea how much I want to shoot at those guys? I'm looking at the 1st Brigade, 51st and the 31st Infantry Regiment Hofmeister, and I wish to shoot at them. A lot. Hey, Brant, did you join up in time to see the cool new thing? Huh? Huh? Look at that. Branding.
Yeah, the problem is that the briefing,
Mm-hmm.
the quote-unquote Austrian briefing,
Mm-hmm.
lists the French reinforcements at nighttime, not my
But
reinforcements.
typically it says under in the OOB under these guys.
Yeah, I'm not finding it.
4 core?
Let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm still looking.
Sure.
Who is this? This is 2nd Brigade, Reinhardt and Reese. Reinhardt und Reese. 5th column, Hohenlohe Bartenstein. Does not say in the OOB when they come on.
That's weird. I could have sworn. The cool thing is, my boys, I must have downloaded it, but I've got the old Meldrum website. I think it's my first bookmark now. Because I would think at some point you would want to get them dudes. That seems only fair.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the 5th column.
And who are we talking about again?
They actually should have started on the map. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I got it. Found it. Arrive as reinforcements on turn 15.
There we go.
Got
okay,
it.
cool. Whew. And according to our earlier clarification, they just march on the board. So,
right.
Good deal. All right. Yeah, I got 6 people watching now. Hey, everybody. Okay, so you owe me some Mo dice.
Yep.
And by the way, you had a total of 13 Mo dice, 13 Mo points.
Didn't have any need to use them.
You didn't.
Not that time.
You've
Okay.
You have counted my fellers.
I have.
All right. Well,
I have indeed.
to the shock and surprise of no one, I'm going to wake up 2 core. Nice to have you all by. Whew. But getting them sorted and into place. Well, let's keep this simple, genius. Let's see how many I wind up actually activating, but they're all obviously in this gigantic pile in the middle. Yeah. Bonk. This is my second. There are no easy answers. There are not. There are not. 3. 4. 5. 5, 6, I feel badly for these guys. All right. That was 6 on that core order. I am... do I feel that lucky? I don't. I don't feel that lucky, in fact. Don't feel that lucky. So therefore, I am now going to activate the Cavalry Reserve Corps. If I may I activate another unit? Having activated 6.
For how many?
How
many?
No, I don't have to tell you that. I get to activate the core. That's the one thing.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I remember now. Yep. Yes, you may.
Thank you. I will therefore activate the 6th Corps. Or that's 6th Corps. The Cavalry Reserve Corps. This fella here and this fella here. He is going to charge this fellow here. Bip. He will go so far as to move forward straight ahead, just like that. That's 2 core. Very good. Yes. May I, having now moved a total of 8 units, may I continue?
You may.
Thank you. We will now indeed activate the 4th Corps, which is here. This one will make a difficult move. Has a total of what? Therefore, he will get to move 3 inches. Stay away from that city there, buddy. Good. And now... that will do nicely. This one is revealed to be 4th Corps as well, so this is a 2nd difficult move. Obviously, I have that much. Also, oh, that is not what I thought it was. I lied. Whew. Am I done?
You are not.
I'm not done. Well, I'm going to move past... So, I assume, just my sense of fairness tells me, that if I activate 1/2 a core, I can't subsequently activate a 2nd half of a core.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, no?
It's core activation.
So as long as these guys are connected one to another and...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, very good. Well, in that instance, and it certainly doesn't rise to any sort of serious level, I will now activate these 5 men of the 2nd Corps. Oh, gracious. Will I indeed? Yes, I will. I will first make this move. Pivoting. I believe that was reasonably... Don't turn. You're not to turn, sir. this fellow here. Nothing exotic. Also nothing exotic. So that was a total of 5 more.
Mm-hmm. And you are now done.
I am done. I am not surprised at my doneness. Very good.
Got a little bit of a good deal there. You had 12, actually, is what you rolled.
That's dead average, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I won't complain. How's that? All right, so you lot are going to shoot from the trees at those dirty buggers that fired at you. Or actually,
all right.
Is there... Yeah, I would say they are the greater... I was reading about this greater threat business. And evidently, since they are showing me their backside, they cannot be the greater threat, even though they are also farther away. So these guys are outside of volley range. So
outside of skirmish. Outside of volley, it'd be skirmish, yeah.
Yeah, so they are at skirmish range. I do get a skirmisher, but that means I'm halved. So I have 6, halved to 3, and 1 bonus counts.
Right.
I shoot. 1 hit.
1 hit.
So they fired from those trees. I believe that's where I believe that's actually the garden, right outside Essling.
Yeah, I think you're right. That makes sense.
A lot of that fighting went on. All right, that's obviously a combat. Those fellows moved. These guys can't shoot at all, being where they are. So that just leaves us a combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've got a total of 13 dice. So I just punched you in the face with a Cuirassier Brigade.
Yep, and I've got 6.
13 to 6. What does that sword mean?
Shock. Bonus.
All right, and therefore, when attacking, so 14 dice. Yes. You begin. Hey, Hasdrubal, glad you could show up. Nice to see you, as always.
Got 3.
3? Well, that was actually very well done.
Mm-hmm. Got 3, so I'm putting the 3 die on there.
A 3 die. All right, I'm rolling 14. I sent in the big boots. And did not roll well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you take the difference in damage. Let's see here. I think I'm going to have to eat a retreat here, much to my great displeasure. Let's see. Combat resolution.
I'm definitely going to have to retreat. I take 3 and I retreat.
No, you don't. Oh, that's right. No, I do have infantry there. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
In this case, they are mixed.
That's right. So, yeah. The defender score was outscored. Fatigues, if not broken, then retreat. If any defenders equaled, you did not. Each unit takes 1 fatigue. Alright, so we pick up a fatigue each. Well, I got you off the line, which was my goal. That's it, I believe, correct. These reinforcements come at night.
Yep.
I've had nobody else cost me morale. I did forget to move my turn marker last turn. So it's now actually, that was turn 14. Is that it? We good? I'm ready to give you some Mo dice.
Yeah, Hasdrubal, yeah, we know that infantry attacking cavalry reroll success.
Cavalry. Oh.
But that was a combined infantry cavalry attack.
Yeah, it was a combined attack. So, therefore...
Right.
Yes, it was. It was not cavalry only. No, Captain Darwin, this is not Swamp Castle Redo. It is the continuation of the great fight for Swamp Castle. So you take that back. All right. I'm going to roll you... Well, first of all, let me move the turn marker forward.
Let's look at something here, because there is there's an implication to what Hasdrubal is saying that perhaps we did something wrong.
Yes, he did suggest as much, didn't he? Or his tone suggested as much.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be on page 60, right? That seems like all this stuff is...
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood, yeah.
Now we had multiple attackers. Artillery. Reroll it flanked.
Your cavalry would have had to re-roll if I was prepared, but I'm not.
Right. Every defending unit should have to solve defenders first. And I certainly know that if you're not prepared, I thought you do have to... I know you have to re-roll if I'm attacking you with cavalry and you're not prepared, but I thought that because we were mixed...
Actually, the infantry must re-roll its successes.
Okay.
Regardless of whether it's attacking or not.
Okay, so you have to re-roll. So
I had 3, and I have to re-roll those.
Yeah.
And I only have 1.
So you have to take 2 more casualties.
So, 2 more casualties, 2 more Elan hits.
Meaning you are fatigued. Okay.
Yep. Alright, that makes sense.
Alright. Yeah. So unprepared cavalry is a bad thing. Or infantry is a bad thing. Note made.
Unprepared, which makes sense.
Yeah, right. And they weren't
Which makes sense.
They weren't steady.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I just read a whole bunch about that in the Quatre Bras book.
All right, so...
In fact, I was lamenting that the Tiller games don't seem to accurately reflect what I'm reading.
It's interesting. One of these days, I'm going to sit down with my buddy Andy Moss, who is the master of this stuff, because whenever I play him, he seems to do an unholy job of demolishing my infantry with his cavalry.
It's doable. You just have to do it the right way.
And I may lack the patience for that. That may be my fault. I'm not sure.
You really have to get a flank attack, and you really have to get it against disordered infantry.
Yes.
Flank or rear to get the best effect.
And certainly that charge business.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a charge. It's got to be against a flank or rear. It's got to be against disordered infantry. And I have a feeling if the infantry are engaged frontally by other infantry, then that doesn't. It certainly doesn't hurt.
Right.
Now, having said that, basically what I'm reading is it doesn't really matter. If it was formed infantry that wasn't in square and it got hit by cavalry, it was in a world of hurt most of the time.
If it's, well, I certainly imagine if its flanks were in the air.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and for many times no other reason than the infantry ran.
right. Because that's our famous Richard Sharp question, right? Will you stand?
Right. And if they ran, they were going to get ridden down, but it happened. Yeah. It certainly happened to, there was the Scottish, the Cameron Highlanders get charged by hussars. It's not even heavy cavalry. And they had been in square and then were told that there was no cavalry damage, so they started to reform line, particularly because they were under attack by a relatively close French artillery battery. Oh. And they were taking, with every shot, 10 or 12 casualties. So they went to reform in line, and some of Perret's cavalry show up. If I remember correctly, the 6th Hussars. And catch this, a squadron. It's not the whole regiment, it's a squadron. And the 92nd, the Cameron Highlanders, go, oh crap, and start to reform, but they don't have time.
Sure. That's what Shako calls the hasty square.
Yep, they get smacked hard. And they decide to run, basically, to get into some cover. But they lose a couple hundred guys. It's pretty ugly.
Well, yeah, because you can get yourself ridden down quick, too.
Well, like I said, it's not even heavy cavalry. It's hussars.
Right. Well, those guys are nasty from the saddle. All right. I owe you some dice.
All right. Well, let's see. We're at 15, right? Turn 15?
That's what I believe is true. Yes. Scooch.
All right. So we're 2 turns away from night.
Yeah. Boop.
All right. So, yeah, you owe me dice.
You got Mo dice. I'm showing the home audience your numbers.
There's no discovery here.
No.
Okay. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is a core activation. This one I don't remember on moving. If I want to move away,
you are obviously in my zone of love, so you cannot straight retrograde move.
Right.
Which I found interesting, I'll admit, because, I mean, I suppose they're saying you can turn around and show me your backside. Which I'm not recommending.
Yeah, I was trying to find this here, but I really can't find it.
Oh, what you're trying to find the thing about getting out of the...
Yeah.
It's page 44. You have to move so that you end your movement no longer engaged, pivot only,
Right.
or of course, charge. And then the next page is retiring. You may choose to retire, but that's I see. I'm sorry. That's retiring. It's just taking you right off the map. That's the other kind of
Yeah.
retiring.
Okay. So,
but yeah, so you
moving
can move
while engaged.
Yep, you can move.
Yeah. If the active player chooses the first option for his unit to move so that it ends no longer engaged, then he may make any legal move, simple or difficult,
Right.
as long as it ends with his unit no longer engaged by any unit. So now what I'm trying to figure out here is pivoting.
Well, you can pivot all you want, right? As long as because you can even go into my footprint, can't you? Or can you?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Footy print. I'll say this for Professor Mustafa. He gives examples of what he's talking about.
No, you cannot. I could not have my footprint overlap yours.
Oh, that's tough. That's gonna be tough.
Yep, cannot interpenetrate.
Eesh. Yeah, as Drupal is saying, cannot pivot. Okay, first let's go through the snarky comments. Bayonet Brant, when in doubt, charge. Yeah, sure. You saw how well that worked the last time. Number 2,
he's a cavalryman.
That's true, tanker, dirty tanker, from our guy Ross. Yeah, if that's absolutely right. They yeah, Hasdrubal is saying it is very hard to break engagement. That's the thing. And Brant is suggesting we could form hexagons. But yeah, I mean, hasty square is definitely the Shaco thing. But getting away from engagement doesn't indeed appear to be incredibly hard.
Yes, it does, in fact, appear to be incredibly hard.
Well, learning. Note made to me as well. Holy cow.
But that's okay. We're going to leave those guys there.
Yeah, well, they're going to do what they're going to do now.
They're going to do a simple move.
Mm.
That ought to put me within a base width.
Oh, I'd say. 1.
So that was
1. 2. You've moved 2.
Same deal there. Same deal there. I'm going to go ahead and pivot this poor bastard.
Yeah. For the love of God, at least face the right way.
Right. So that was 3 units.
3.
Another simple move.
4.
And another simple move.
5.
All right, can I continue?
You may proceed.
Ready? So another core.
Hey, it's Red Zone. Good night. Hey, welcome to Saturday Night Fights.
Pivoting. A simple move. Like so.
All right. If that's to contact, I didn't see where you came from. That can only be 45 degrees.
He rotated.
Yeah, he can't rotate more than 45 degrees.
Yeah, it was more than 45 degrees because he was like this.
Oh, yeah. Then that's
No, he wasn't. He was like this.
Oh, sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, it's close.
I am not afraid.
Close. All right, we'll say good enough.
Good enough. So I'm sorry I missed a little bit.
And here.
Shit. So that's 6. Is that 6 and 7?
Yep.
5 over here, and now you've done 6 and 7. Very good.
This guy is going to rotate, but it's way more than 45 degrees.
8.
I'm going to take this back since he's not ready. I'm going to stop there.
All right.
And I'm going to move this guy back that one. I'm going to stop. I'll stop these guys adjacent to each other. Like that.
All right. Remain at 8.
Like that. Like that. And then I'm going to rotate this guy.
9.
Like Right, there's that core activation. And we're going to do another core activation. Rotate this cavalry all the way around.
10.
I'm going to rotate this guy this much. And then move him
11.
into contact.
Did you not fire on me with this guy?
Yeah, I did. And I would swear that I marked him, but he ain't marked, so.
I thought you did. Indeed, you had. Yeah, Ross is pointing out that the Prince of Orange got 2 battalions of infantry killed by just trying to form them in a line at Waterloo. This is true. We're at 11.
And a core activation.
I believe. Continue. Yes.
All right. The Meachum's Grenadiers here are going in.
They are also not afraid.
Here too.
You're gonna have to pivot them. Oh no, you don't. Yeah. You're gonna you're gonna hit me here first. Let me get that out of the way.
We'll pivot them a little bit then.
That's cool. You got 45 degrees to spend. That's all of it. It's 12,
And this guy's
13,
going to pivot.
14.
And they're going to move up.
They got to move straight. There you go.
Well, then I don't want to pivot him as much.
There you go. And you don't have to.
And this guy will pivot.
So all your reserve core. Cool.
All right.
And that draws your
Can I continue?
You may not.
That's what I thought.
You had 14, which is quite good. A little above average.
Yeah.
Where will we shoot at one another? If anyone.
All right. Yep. So we're going to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I figured you might. Yeah, good point. So that's...
Not that he's going to shoot much. He's only got 2.
That's 2. Why wouldn't you, right?
All right.
2 dice, no bonus. Nothing.
Nothing.
Feller next to him for 4. And I think that's almost a...
No. 2.
Oh, 2. Got
3.
it. Yeah. No, 2.
He's got
he
guns.
does. He sure does. He brought up some guns. 3.
So he gets a bonus.
Yep. So, no, doesn't that just give him the +1? So he's got 3
Is
dice.
that what it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three dice.
Yeah, 3 dice.
3 for 6.
Yeah, 3 dice going into Albert as well.
All right.
Since those guys are
Equidistant.
pretty much equidistant.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Desultory fire.
Nothing. Yeah, those guys are kind of tired at this point. Can't fire here.
Nope.
And
Can't fire there no more.
can't fire there no more.
Nope.
Because everybody's in contact.
Yeah. We've made contact. We've commenced to hitting each other.
So that's all the firing.
All right. Where do you
That's
want the
all the
punch?
firing.
Where do you want to do some punching? We have punching.
Well, let's start with this garden fight.
All right. Let's see here. I do not get the bonus that I'm going to get in here for being a garrison.
No, it's not a garrison.
Not a garrison.
Just in the woods.
I'm just in the weeds. But you do... But do we both... Well, notionally, we've both got to be in the weeds. Let's see if anybody's talking to us. No, nothing good. So far, we haven't screwed up anything drastically because nobody's said anything. You are rolling 4 dice, correct? That's what I'm looking at upside down, and I'm rolling 6.
Right.
What sort of modifiers? So I'm rolling 6, you're rolling 4. What do we got? What do we got? Where's my markers? There they are. Modifiers. Nope. See anything? 6 to 4. Well, I'm in difficult terrain. What does that do?
Right.
I'm certainly in difficult terrain, but then notionally so are you. What does that mean?
That's -1.
What does this mean? I mean, I certainly can understand why they might slap a -1 on me. How to retreat. That's funny. No. I'm not seeing where this is. Ah, there they are. A unit on either side receives a -1 modifier if it is even partially in difficult terrain. So I guess I'm in difficult terrain.
You are.
I don't think you... Now, it's a different case in the urban area, but that's not the case here. So I'm merely rolling 5 dice to your 4.
Right.
I am rolling 5 dice. I will go first, for what it's worth. 5 dice. Looking for 4s. I have received 3. I think we can keep that straight.
Indeed you have.
I have received 3. How many do you get?
Right, so I am rolling 4 dice, is
Correct.
that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
And I did abysmally bad.
But
I got nothing.
But you only lose 2. You don't lose the difference, which is very interesting. So there's a merit to attacking. There really is. And you must needs retreat.
Right.
The lads in the garden have decided they're going to stay, at least for a little while longer. And I must needs take 1 fatigue. You fit in there? Facing away.
All right.
Next fight.
Okay, so here, now we're getting serious.
Yeah. Now I get my bonuses. Which one you want?
Yeah,
first?
but so do I.
What do you? Oh, you got, look at the things you got.
Yeah, those are grenadiers.
Look at your toys.
Now we're serious. Now we're serious.
Look at the
We're
toys.
done screwing around.
The police have themselves an RV.
Yeah.
Who's coming first?
Exactly.
Who's coming first? Merville or Melgum?
So it's +1.
But -1.
And we'll...
I'm in a city.
Yeah. So I'm even Steven.
Yeah.
So we'll do Meacham first against the 56 line.
Meacham versus... You mean Melgum? I see it as M-E-L-G.
No, that's an I.
Is that an I?
Oh, it's an L.
Yeah. That's a very tall I.
Just from the angle that I was at. Yeah, Melgum.
Melgum.
It looked like M-E-I.
Okay. Ross, are you sure about that? That's a weird name. Anyway, so you've got 7 because of the wash, and I've got 7 as well because I'm defending. So 7 to 7.
Right.
Here comes mine.
And you go first.
I do. 3.
3 of them.
I don't mind. Three. What does that mean? Defender. If the defender's score was greater than or equal. All right, so you're going to have to bounce.
Right. Yep.
All right, so you take 2, I take 1, you bounce. All right. Yes.
Need some more markers here.
I'm getting my... Oh, Ross keeps losing his connection. That completely sucks.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't like that. Remember, you're on the hook for figuring this out because I want to do one of these transatlantic things. And yes, the garrison. We've been giving the garrison 2 dice. That's why I wound up getting to. Did I roll wrong?
You should have rolled 7.
No, I get +2. Oh, that's right. I was at 5. Yeah, we did good. We did good for a change. All right, us. Yeah.
Yeah, you were 5.
Yeah.
Now you should have gotten 1 fatigue, so you're down to 4.
Right, which I am. See.
No, you have to move down. You were at 5.
Now, see, remember how this works? That's
yeah, that's right. You were on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
It's the first exposed.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay.
I'm rolling.
All right.
Okay,
so
whoa. There's another thing that we've not dealt with before. I didn't notice this. The third Leger is undersized.
In fact, it is.
What does that mean? I mean, I'm sure it's not good.
No, it's not. You take a minus.
Where is that? Is it over here?
I'm here at the bottom.
A universal modifier. So I can remember that if I should ever shoot. So yes, very good. We are undersized. Tragic.
Yep.
So therefore, we are merely rolling 8 dice. And you are rolling, your dirty grenadiers, 8 to 7.
You know what? I should have taken an extra die last time because I get shot. Oh, no. That washed out the urban.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So I'm rolling 7, you're rolling 8.
Correct. Very good. Defend. Ooh, and we did.
Ooh.
We did much defending with 5.
Yeah.
Four.
And I did 4 worth of attacking.
I squeaked it. So I take a fatigue,
Yep.
You take 2 and bounce. Tragedy is there's more of you gits.
That was the idea.
All right. Putting them blocks on you. But geez, units with a 7, get out of here. That's nasty. All right. I think that's all the punching, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right. So you get your reinforcements this turn or next? It is now turn 15. Bottom of.
They come in on turn 17,
right.
which is night.
Which is the last turn, yeah. All right. Very good. I am ready to advance the turn marker on my Gneisenau to 16. There we go. And I am ready for some Modice.
And here we go. Okie dokie.
Hasdrubal is saying attackers retreat facing enemy. I believe he is correct in this. That's gonna be a big deal for you. So it's defenders that bounce out the other way. And that's this dude right there too.
Yep.
Thank you as always. All right, I've got some points. All right, what can I do with them? Let's work our way here. Well, yeah. We're going to do a 4-core activation. Well, no, we're going to do a 2-core activation actually. Yeah, I'm going to move the 2-core first. Counting by 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's fine, thank you. Don't get piggy. You big dummy. It was 2, 3.
Actually think I think I counted too many hits on these guys. They each had 1, and then they took 2 for the attack. Or for the
retreat.
Yeah, for that fight.
So they would have had...
they didn't retreat, though. That was the cav fight, so they actually should be here.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. Very good.
Just noticed I've been allocating more hits than I really should. I'll leave that one alone, but yeah, because he fought, he attacked, he only took 2. Yeah.
Okay, so we're fiddling about with 2 core.
All right, you've moved 2, right?
I've moved 1, 2, and then
well,
3.
You moved this guy into...
Correct,
you moved
right.
Albert.
These fellas.
Yeah, these 2.
And then I snugged up these guys for 3, 4.
Okay, 3, 4.
Yeah. And then... Man, it gets real fiddly, doesn't it? I suppose it was in real life, too. When you got
well, especially for the French at Aspern-Essling, they
had a hell of
just
a traffic jam.
There's not a lot of room in there.
No, you are quite correct. All right, so given 4, I will now activate 4 core, which is all here. Here, 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 and here. Boink. No, you can't climb up on top of him. Go there. There we go.
I don't think he can fit. You trying to get him in contact?
He is, yeah. He does seem to have doinked his friend. Yeah, but I'm a little worried that he's... Well, that does it.
It does it.
All right, there it is. Doink. Okay. So that was 5. And now, now our number is 6. Right. With my number at 6, may I continue?
You may.
Thank you. Oh, I hate this like a disease, but I'm going to have to do a single unit activation for 7 and 8, meaning my core activations are at an end. 7, 8. Line the heck up, dummy. May I continue?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be really good, a plan at this point. A plan would be good. 9, 10, difficult move, pivoting at the end of the move. 9-10. May I continue?
Keep going.
Yes. 11-12. May I continue?
You may.
13-14.
Keep going.
Well, this is like Christmas. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't be dumb. Flip to activate.
That was 15-16, right?
Correct. And I'm done. That's
And that's good because you have to stop.
conveniently enough. Very good. All right, shooting. You got nothing. You got nothing. That ain't going to be shooting. That ain't going to be shooting. No, it ain't. This is not. I got no shooting. There will be no shooting.
All right.
There will, however, be
No shooting.
There will be acts of punching.
All right.
And these acts of punching will begin here, where I'm going to roll 12 dice against...
You're not actually.
Oh, I do have to split this one, don't I?
Yep.
I do, yeah.
Gonna roll 9 dice.
I'm going to roll 9 dice. I ain't going to roll 12. I'm going to roll 9. I'm going to roll 9 dice against your 3.
And I'm gonna roll 3.
9 to 3. Why don't you give me some 3 dice first? See what I got to beat.
I got 2.
2. One, two,
Got
three,
about
four,
what?
5.
6.
I got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
So 5 to 2. That's 3
Right.
casualties, and that breaks him. Hey, I killed somebody. Check me.
He be broke. But I needed a marker.
And now...
Broked.
We're going to go 3 and 5. So I get to roll 8. Against your...
My 3.
Against 3. What you got for me?
How about 2?
Nicely done. Can't take that for granted. Sort. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I beat you by 2. That does not break you, but you are compelled. Takes you to fatigue.
2, and he's gonna get out of town.
Peace out. Now both my lads everybody's got to take 1 fatigue on my side. I know that to be true. As excited as they are about having won a melee. And you lost 1 right there. There we go. Alright, that came out reasonably well.
That's all the combat.
That's all the combats. Because I ain't coming out of that city. No, I ain't. This. All right, so we move to the last turn of the first day. Check us out. Turn 17. And I'm going to give you some Mo dice. Here they come. You have more dice.
Yeah. Give me just a sec. So I want to look at.
Hey, we're up to 8 viewers. Welcome, everyone. My son applauds.
All Austrian units can use the rally rule.
Yes, as can all the French. It's not crazy talk. I don't think you can do that if you're fatigued.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's one of the it's one of the whatchamajiggy rules. I don't know if they're called options or such.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, it's in the advanced rules.
That's the word I wanted.
Activated individually.
Advanced.
Yeah, it doesn't. Being fatigued is fine.
Okay.
It just has to have at least one, and it can never rally away its first one.
Oh, that's it. That's what it is. Okay.
And they can't be within 2 base widths. They have to be activated individually. So,
there.
now the other thing I wanted to see is what in the world are you doing? Nighttime phase.
You can never be fresh again. There's a lot of life lessons in that, you know.
Sadly true.
Yeah, what all are we going to do in the evening? Here we are.
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, you get...
Everybody gets a chance to rally.
Yeah,
all the artillery resupply, and you roll for every hit. Players should roll 1 die per hit after the first, i.e. a 6 Elan unit with 3 hits will roll 2 dice.
Oh, I see. And that's just acknowledging the fact that the first hit is permanent.
Right. All the artillery go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Get to redeploy. And the Austrians have to pull back.
So that 12 inches exists between us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the first thing that happens is I get my reinforcements, right?
Well, is this... I thought you do not get
turn
7... You get the reinforcements at the end of the turn. Well, no, that's true. We're not doing that. That's right. We're not checking for reinforcements. You just get them.
Right.
So you just have to activate them, I imagine.
Right, so they're the 5th column.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5th column.
Let me show it back here, yeah. I like the fact that they're
set up as indicated on the map, 8 base widths. No, arrive as reinforcements at Enzerdorf.
Oh.
Actually, they were supposed to come in at turn 15.
Ah. Well.
I was wrong. 1900. They were supposed to come in 2 turns ago.
Oh. Okay. Well, first of all, where's Enzerdorf?
At Enzerdorf, right down here.
Oh, mercy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, bring him on, I guess. But you have to get those other guys out of the. That's interesting because you get. Well, now you got my problem. You get my guys out of the way.
Doesn't say where, just at Enzerdorf, so.
Brant wonders, is in fact the second lieutenant reading the map again? That's as logical a reason for the people showing up that late as any.
So they're there.
Hey guys.
And if we counted that as an activation,
Which I would not, because you were owed them before. I'm not, you were more than gracious with the late arriving French.
So. Okay, dokay. All right. We're going to do a core activation here of the 6 core.
All right. Bonk. Bonk. No, you don't have to climb on top of me. As much as you want
Asserting
to.
dominance.
That's
Asserting dominance.
Here comes the entire bloody 6th Corps.
Yeah, this is worth doing. Just
I don't know. Besides, you got all these yahoos sitting back here.
Yeah. Got all the 1st Corps sitting back there ready to
do evil.
Ready to move in if they need to. All right. So that was 3.
Yep.
All right. We're doing a core activation on the reserve corps.
All right.
Screaming Grenadiers.
I really don't like those jokers. Not going to apologize for saying it.
Coming in again.
4-5.
Really can't do it because that's really not a straight move. You'll have to rotate a little bit. And I don't think I want to do that. I think what I want to do is, okay, we're going to activate 4th Corps.
All right. So we're standing here at a total of 5, but this will be 6.
Cavalry can move more than 2 bases, right? How many can they move?
Well, if it's it's here. It's either 12
I guess
12 or 6.
Yeah. That's right.
This is otherwise known as the get out of the way move.
Pretty much.
That's 6.
Cavalry out of the way. And they really can't go any further, so. Okay, now we'll activate these guys that are part of 4th Corps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're not, because they're not going to get close enough and there's no point. It's the last turn, and I'm going to have to move them back a whole bunch, so why bother? That's going to be it.
All right. I got the nerves about Essling.
That's going to be it.
Or Aspern, I should say.
Yep. And
you got any shooting to do? I think you do.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
I don't know why you wouldn't again. To repeat. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, that's going to be skirmisher.
Oh, it is.
It's going to be skirmisher dish.
Oh, look at you.
Yep, skirmisher distance. Fortunately, I have skirmishers.
You do. And that guy is 3.4, and that guy is...
Yep.
So you pretty much got to shoot dude here.
Yep, got to shoot him.
All right.
Yep.
So you get to roll 3 dice, but bonuses count.
Right.
3 dice for the bonus.
That's a hit.
The bonus.
They're all our buddy Albert.
Yeah, he took it.
That guy does not have skirmishers, so he's gonna be halved.
Well, they're halved either way. You just don't get that bonus.
Right. Yep.
And those are exactly the same distance apart. That's
Yep.
funny.
So we'll put it on Albert.
Albert gets some more. 3, no bonus.
Take some more. There's a hit.
Oh, look at that. I don't like that.
All right, and we'll have Infantry Regiment 18, Alcern. Believe it or not, they're the identical distance.
No, you got to go closest.
Well,
that's the problem.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, we'll go to Ruro.
Conru, and what you got? You got no skirmishers, so it's... Oh, but you got a gun. You got a gun.
But I got a gun.
So that's 4. 4 dice. 4 dice, no bonus.
I'm only 1.8 away.
Oh, I told dirty lies. 7 dice.
Yeah, that's 7 dice. That's a full volley.
Yeesh.
Ooh!
Nice.
Ooh, that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, that's could be choices now. It assuredly did.
That hurt. And Alcern, Infantry Regiment 21.
And what is the deal with cavalry firing at horse? Is there anything?
There is. I think it's a deficit or a penalty. Infantry firing at Shooter infantry penalties, firing at artillery or cavalry.
There it is. Yeah. So even though you are in range, you will get to roll 3.
It's still halved.
3, no bonus. Devastating volley over here.
No, how about nothing?
There. So that's how the world sorts itself out a little bit, I guess.
How about nothing? All right. That's all the firing.
And now there's fisticuffing.
Yep. Right. Well, let's start over here at Aspern.
Sure.
And we've got 4 and 6 at 10 dice.
So 6, because each are -2. Or is it each? Or is it just -2? I don't know.
That's a good question. I would think that it's each.
Yep. Unfortunately, the cheat chart isn't going to help us, so we're going to have to dip into the rules again. Regrettably. Firing. Combat. Allocate dice. Calculate scores. Where are those modifiers? Where are they? There they are. Universal modifier.
Where are you getting -2?
An infantry unit. Oh, I get +2. That's right. You get -1.
Right. You
I
get
apologize.
+2. I get -1. Yeah.
So you're going to get a net of -2 if this is so. You are correct. You are correct. You are correct.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine that it's. Oh, that is a good question. Now that I think about it, because it just says defender in difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's. Come on, we believe in you, Sam. You would let us know this, unless we got one of the crew here letting us know. Anybody telling us? Not yet. Somebody wake up Hasdrubal. We need him. Till we can find this thing. Here it is. A unit receives a -1 modifier.
Yeah.
So, I will.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. That makes the most sense. to me.
It does. It does. This is still unpleasant for me under the best of circumstances. So you're rolling 8. And I am rolling 7.
Yeah, I'm rolling 8.
And I'm rolling 7. But I will begin, because
Right.
I am the defender. All right. 4.
Can't 4.
I accept that. It's better than average. That's all I can ask for.
I am rolling 8.
You are indeed.
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, a bitter blow. This costs me 1. Howsoever, it requires a retreat.
Needed more yellow cubes. Oh, no, I don't.
Don't you take a casualty? You
No, I
take
don't.
at least 1.
Yeah, but this guy's already got a cube.
Oh, that way. I see what you mean. So I already had 1.
Right.
I took 1 more. And you may advance.
And I am going to
Oh, I can't.
advance.
Unfortunately, that's true. The interesting question is, do you keep them in there? Because you can when the disengagement comes.
Right. Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I am no prepared. I am no longer prepared, and this makes me sad. All right, here we have a much different case. Here you come with your
I'm rolling
6.
5.
Oh, yes.
To your 8.
5 to 8. I will now roll my 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a little rough. Well, it doesn't matter, really. Because the worst you can do is 2, but I rolled 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling 5, so if the best I can do
is tie, which
tie you.
Which means you bounce.
Right. So that's going to happen. I'm going to take 2 fatigue, and I'm going to bounce. Now I do need yellow cubes.
All right. You need to mass produce some?
Yeah, because I can't.
Okay. We got us a street fight in Aspern.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be gross.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. All right. Let's go down here. Grenadier time.
Talk about Essling.
Grenadier time. Hammer's coming in. It's hammer time.
It's hammer time. You're coming in with 8, but 7 because it washes against the terrain. You've got, and I am undersized, so you have 7, and I have 7. Oh dear. 7 and 7. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. 1, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, lads of the Leger. Oh, we must talk later.
And you are getting out.
Well, am I indeed? No, I ain't. Because that's the Danube.
You got a problem.
Pretty sure that's my ticket being punched. Unless I have the ability to veer, which I kind of doubt, given the way Sam has written these rules so far. Where's retreating at? What happens when you retreats and suddenly you run out of stuff?
Right. I remember reading that.
Is there any mercy? I'm actually not expecting it. I want to be clear. Direction of retreating. How to retreat. There it is. Retreat distance. If you are even partially off the enemy's table edge is broken. If unit cannot retreat to an impassable terrain or the ability to trace movement without passing through enemy units. Unit that has enemy on the opposite edges. Oh, so if you're sandwiched, you may not retreat. You have no escape. So, a unit that retreats may pass through friendly units. You may retreat through difficult terrain, although never through impassable. It must move. I'm seeing myself dead here. There it is. A unit retreats in a straight line. In any direction. That's weird.
Right. So I think you can get out.
Yeah. Then I can.
Right. So finally it says, blah, 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 unit that has enemies on opposite edges may not retreat. Yeah, so I think you can retreat.
So I can do this. Like so.
Because you can retreat through friendlies.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to retreat far enough back. Still can't get there.
No.
Gotta keep going, dude.
No. How's that? That do it? I good?
Yep.
You're
not prepared anymore either.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm prepared, all right. I'm prepared to get the heck out of here.
The third light ran the hell away.
Yeah, they were having none of that noise. And the thing that kills me is that's the Tirailleur du Pot and du Course.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some good fellers. Yeah, I don't like the fact. You can square
Hello, boys.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, just like that.
All right.
And now this.
Okay. Stryer. Stryer wants his.
He gets 7 as well. And
+1 and then -1.
Right. So it's 7-6 in this instance.
Yep.
All right. I'm owed a little redemption after that roll. My goodness. Well, I'll take it. 4.
Yeah, 4 of them.
That's fair. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go back here. Essling falls.
Grenadiers take Essling at the 11th hour.
No kidding. And wait, how much did you hit me for? So I lose 1, right? Yeah.
1. You lost 1.
It's a good deal more than that, in truth, but. That's pretty serious stuff right there.
Yeah, because that town counts 3x broken unit.
Yeah.
Morale.
But you didn't. The thing is, though, we both get this huge morale bump tomorrow morning. We go into the 30s. So, you've hit me for 6 total. Well, you didn't hit the whole thing, so you hit me for 3, and I've got 1 broken unit. So you've only hit me for 4 actual morale loss.
Right. Yeah, it's been fairly calm so far.
Oh, we've got our lumps in here, but now we're also learning what causes deaths. Clearly, note made: grenadiers cause deaths.
I hadn't really wanted to use them this early, but...
Well, what are you going to use them for if not to kick me out of Aspern-Essling? Honestly.
Well, that's kind of it.
I think they're the...
That's kind of it.
They're the mighty fist. Okay.
All right.
That's it, right?
So that's it. That's the end of the first day.
All right, day 1. Aspern-Essling is over. That was ugly and gross for the French. Status updates. Essling has fallen to the Austrians and half of Aspern. So you want to do rallies first?
Yeah, I think that's what we have to do is rallies, and then
all right.
Then we're gonna have to reset everything.
Yeah, then we get to
move everybody back.
A whole lot of fiddling. So let's
yeah.
You want to? I don't know. You want me to? You want to do rallies, and I'll track them for you.
Sure. What the heck?
Okay, so this guy can actually. He can. He gets 1 die.
Yep.
3+.
He gets 1 die.
He does. Little rally.
He does.
Next one over is the 1st Brigade Hoffmeister. They get to roll 2 dice. Nice.
Got them both.
That's right. No, he was down 2. He can only get 1 back, though.
Right.
Right, so there he goes. He gets the 1.
Right.
You can't get rid of that last one. All right. Your
Nope.
gun, they get all their...
They do get...
They get
all my cannon power back. Get all my cannon power back.
All right, they got nothing on them. These guys got nothing on them. This
Full
guy
load
does
of cannon power.
the Baresh
Gets
second.
loaded. Whoops.
Oh, where are you going? Sorry.
I gotta get this cannon power back here.
All right, you getting
Here we
some
go.
cannon power back. He's hungry for
Yep.
cannon power. Actually, that's a good idea here. So what do we got over here? We've got the first brigade.
He can't do
Our.
anything.
That's right. He's got to keep that. He gets one.
He can. He though.
He can
Yep.
roll one.
He can roll
because he can't roll
2.
two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
'cause
true. He could.
Could
He
get.
could scooch back. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Two
Yep.
dice.
He rolls 2.
Two dice.
Got one of them.
Oh, that is one. Yeah, you're right. Scooch. All right. So this is done. These guys are done. This
Right.
guy here did not get his chance, and he's a big one.
Nope.
So he can't have this one back, but he could move 1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
And he gets 1.
Scooch. Nothing, nothing. Dipping back a bit. Another case where he could get 1, 2, 3, 4.
And he
3.
gets 3.
That's a nice deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm scooching over here to the your Grenadiers, your Merville Grenadiers.
Mm-hmm.
They could get.
They got 1.
Get 1.
Yep.
Scooch. Also 1 for the Melgum Grenadiers.
Nope.
I turn only slightly and I say your batteries are gunned up again. They get their cannon power.
Cannon power.
Cannon power. Let's talk about these boys that have stolen Essling from me. They can't get theirs back. Neither of them.
They can't do anything. Yep.
Now we go over here to the Cuirassier. No, that's your Hussars, your 3rd Hussars. They can get 1 back.
And they do.
Scooch. The Hard Egg Avant-Garde could get 2 back.
And they do.
Ooh, very nice for them.
That's it.
Is that everybody? Is all your wounds?
Everybody.
All right.
That's everybody.
I'll let you look at my wounds. I'll go down and roll some dice. You tell me what to roll.
All right. So we'll start here with the 67th line. Could get 1 back.
And they do.
They do. All right. The guys can't get anything back. Get anything back. The Albert of the 2nd Brigade could get 1, 2 back.
1.
And he got 1. All right. Karu could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back.
Whoa. Is that the
Yeah,
one you
he
punched?
took a pasting.
Is that the one you punched in Essling?
Yeah. He took it. No, that was the dude that took a full volley,
Oh, okay. He gets 4 of them.
and he got 4 of them back. There you go. He can't get anything back. He can't. However, 58th line could get 2 back.
One of the 2.
All right. The 3rd light could get 1, 2, 3, 4 back.
3rd light. You deserve nothing. So disappointed.
Oh, they're going to get 2. Okay, those guys can't get anything back, but these guys could. These guys could get 4 back.
4. All of them.
And they do.
Well, they're feeling differently about life.
And that's all yours.
Okay, so we have gone through the rally phase with a knight turn, giving us whatever we get back. Next, what's next?
Next, I got to move everybody 4 base widths. Except for people that are in obviously good defensive positions. So
Right. So you got to get everybody 12 inches away from me.
right.
That's not a small distance.
And you get to redeploy. You can move all over the frickin' place.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get the old 4th Corps here realigned. Or rather, the 6th Corps.
I'm not going to move anybody yet. I'm just facing everybody forward, which is certainly what I'm going to do no matter what. Geez, you really do have to back away roughly the length of the Bible.
Yeah, I do.
But I have 2 very acute problems. And when I say acute, I don't mean charming. I've got a very tough bunch of choices to make, to tell you the truth. And I don't think I like a one of them. All right. That took a minute.
All right, I think that's the deal. Can I prepare?
I given the fact that I clearly did, I don't know why you couldn't. I suppose you have to activate to prepare, but I think given the overnight nature here, I suspect that's probably how you spent. That's how you spent the evening.
Right. I mean, these guys are not gonna just. I mean, granted, they're Austrians, but
planning is not a strong suit as such, but
certainly at the brigade level, they're quick enough to figure that out.
Well, I think knowing the fight that they just had, I would certainly expect them to.
Right.
To give it a proper go. Yeah. Where are you? Come here, princess.
I will let you finish that off. I'll be right back.
Good deal.
All right. Well, that had to be about as exciting as watching paint dry for our viewers.
Yeah, well, this was indeed the interphase, so hopefully we can get back to some action before we got to wrap for the night. Our morale now goes to 37, which is interesting. Oh, I forgot I got this gun back.
Get a retired unit back?
That's true. Well, he retires because he's out of ammo. Because it says that you're supposed to when a unit runs out of ammo, you're supposed to retire it. I mean, I would have left him on there.
Yeah, I would guess that the intent here is that you would get it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Bit of an oddity because of the overnight.
Yep. Doggone it. Which one are you? Huh. Okay. Fine. Guns. Okay. Trying to do what Napoleon did. Although here it didn't work out that well. Let it be said. And we now get 6 Mo dice. Which is kind of crazy.
See.
But it is turn 1. Here in the morning. Whose turn does that make it? Is it
that would make it mine, I would think.
I think so. I think you are first. I believe you are the first goer. So, allow me to get 6 dice, huh? Away you go.
All right. Don't have a ton of time here, but let's see if we can't get a move or two in.
Absolutely.
All right. Got a core activation.
These 4 core
Or
fellas?
do I?
Or do you?
Well, I'm thinking about this for a minute because I'm not actually really keen on marching them out there with your cavalry hanging around like that. Having said that, that is light cavalry.
Hey, it's Tuna. Hi, Tuna. And of course, they're having hockey talk.
All right. 4th core. Core activation. Rotate.
Yes.
Gonna have to rotate even more. was not the best placement that I ever came up with.
You've noticed the parking lot I've got, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. I came to a bitter conclusion during the overnight phase that I wish I would have dawned on me yesterday. This is 3.
So that
Although, are these guys close enough to activate as a core?
no, because they have to be within 2 base widths or 1 base width.
Yeah, it's 1 base width.
But I'm just going to do another core activation with them then.
That's okay. So you moved this guy, and you moved that fella.
Guy.
That's 2.
Right.
So you obviously have more movement.
Right. So I'm doing another core activation.
Very good.
Like so.
3.
I'm activating the reserve core.
Very good. Four. Five.
I'm activating 6 core. Speed difficult move.
Mm-hmm. 6.
This will be a difficult move.
Seven.
Difficult move.
8.
Activating first core.
Proceed. I flip them over. First time. Nine. Ten. $11. 12. 13. 40, 50, 60, 17, and 18.
All right, have we got any more gas?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, then. There's no point in horsing around, then. Fourth core activation over here. Simple move.
$90, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. $25, 26,
I'm done.
and as it happens, you are. Shooting?
You know, I don't think there's probably a whole lot.
I don't think so. I have strong doubts given how many people moved.
Yeah, I don't think there is really any shooty.
Fighty.
And a fighty, I don't really have any.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't do that. That's right. That's not me. Never mind. You've got none you want to do?
Well, I mean, technically I'm in contact over here, but I didn't move into contact.
Right.
And I'm prepared, and I don't want to lose that.
Right.
So, no, there really isn't any.
All right. Very good. No reinforcements anymore. See what time.
Nope, not from my side.
All right, we got a few minutes more then. Should give me some Mo dice, and we'll make it turn 2. So we can feel like we actually did something.
Here we go. All right.
I'm sitting here going, well, they didn't print, Doug. What are they? All right, you're not supposed to tell me. All right, we're going to do a massive 2-core activation. Here and here to go in there. Hi, how are you?
You're already in contact.
Yeah, that's 2. Well, you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's one of those cases where I got to ask myself, what would Boney do? And in this case, he'd screw the whole thing up. That's what he'd do. But anyway.
In this case, Boney would try and get back across the river.
Right. Boney would figure, I'm not gonna, but jeez. Yeah, but anyway. All right. Enough talking. Less talky, more hitty. Yeah, we were activating 2 core. Good, yes. Son of a gun. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Other than... I mean... That's not going to get me clear. No, it's not. Alright, we're going to keep this simple. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, keep it simple. I commenced to shooting at you.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure why you were thinking about coming out of your box, but okay.
Yeah, I was just like, am I supposed to? Am I not? Because you'll recall, Napoleon is on the attack for much of it. Until I realizes what a shockingly bad idea that is.
Right.
Alright, so my range on my cannons goes right to there. Suppose that's the closer one.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Shouldn't you shoot at these grenadiers?
I think I am obligated to shoot right over there. No, it's if anybody is in canister range, I have to shoot at them. If anybody's outside,
right.
If everybody's outside canister range, I can shoot wherever I like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
But I'm still shooting there. That's a better place. Anyway.
Yeah, they're outside of canister range, but still.
I'm shooting them. 5 dice, no bonus over here.
Right.
5 dice, no bonus, pow. Hey, that's 1.
That's a hit.
I accept it. Okay, other nug. Okay, that is clearly somewhere either here or there. Seems like... Oh, there's a hill there.
There's a hill there.
Son of a biscuit. I can only see this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I should check. What's my long range?
I think it's out to 12 inches.
8 base. No, it's 8 base widths.
8. Okay.
So that's easily in range. So he'll do that. Shoot at that feller right there. Yep. 5 dice, no bonus. Ooh. Like as not, he hit himself.
Ooh. No cannon power.
He was lacking in cannon power.
He was insufficient cannon power.
There's no other shooty. No, there's not.
No, there really isn't.
Oh, yeah. He shoots. No, he can't. He can't shoot in. I should have meleeed.
Can't shoot in.
I really should have meleeed.
Yep. Can't shoot in. And
well, there it is.
He's going to get hit.
Here it is. There it is. All right. Huh, look at that. All right, let's talk melees. You got
There's
one.
one fight.
There's one fight. You got a... You're all prepared. I see you all prepared in there.
We got 8, 9.
9. I don't like that. That's why I'm saying 9.
9 dice.
I'm
Yeah,
rolling.
because I got 6 plus 2 plus 1 for being grenadiers on the defense.
Yes, and I am rolling 10 because I am confusticated. I'm rolling 10. So you're rolling 9, and I'm rolling 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it. What do you got?
All right, here's my 9.
Oh.
Only 3.
Okay. Fellas, I really need you
Only
to
3.
I need you to focus. 4.
And you roll 4.
That's certainly could have done better, but that's 1 enough.
That's 1 enough.
So we take 1. What do I want to put in there? Does it matter? No, it does not.
And this is a fairly historical thing as we trade the town.
Yep. Swapping Aspern and Essling. Well, not yet. We haven't swapped. Okay, well, we will definitely take that. I think that's it. I think that's all. I think my little parking lot is what it is.
I believe you were correct.
So, you figure that's enough punishment for
Yeah,
our viewers?
that's probably tonight. Yeah.
All right. So we got a lot of turns to come on day 2 because day 2 goes much longer. Although, as I look at things, it's going to be interesting to see how our morales hold out because that's the thing that's going to make the difference. But so let's see if we review the battlefield. We see that that Essling is shared between 2 units, and we see that
So
Aspern
that first battery
is shared.
So this foot artillery that you fired,
Yes.
Hasdrubal pointed out, that is a heavy battery.
Okay. And
so this grenadier took 2 hits, not 1.
Oh dear. How do I know it's heavy? Oh, it's got this thing.
It's got that dot.
It doth have a dot.
Mm-hmm.
So Hasdrubal lets us know that guy takes another. So let's see. Let's look that up for the folks. A bonus when firing at long range. Look at that. Didn't even know I had that.
Yep.
Well, thanks for that, Hasdrubal. Always appreciated. So I don't think we screwed up too much today. I think we're good at this now. I think we're getting good anyway.
Well, we're getting it. We're getting it. I am struck by, get my obligatory plug-in here, that the elan and fatigue system in this is actually very, very similar to the morale system in Horse and Musket.
Oh, the
where
wonderful Horse and Musket.
You're not actually
from Hollenspiel.
Yeah, where you're not taking Hollenspiel. Mm-hmm. You're not taking, while you are taking casualties, they are not represented. That number doesn't represent a numerical loss of men. It represents a loss in combat effectiveness. And Horse and Musket does the same thing. Instead of calling it elan, it calls it morale. But you have the same kind of process, and there is a rally process, not dissimilar to this. And Horse and Musket uses a command action point system that is not dissimilar to the Mo dice. So overall, I'm finding this system not terribly different.
And given your fondness for Horse and Musket, that's a good thing.
Given that I'm now the series developer, I guess that's an even better thing.
You seem to have bought that particular ticket.
Yep.
But all right. Well, this has been we finished day 1. We got through day 1 of Aspern-Essling. The French made it through day 1. and we've made it a couple turns into day 2, which will be the final turn. So I don't know exactly how far we'll be able to get along in the next one, because this is a longer turn, is day 2, or a longer day, I should say. And as you can see, there's going to be a whole lot of shooting. And the interesting thing, as was the case historically, there's not going to be a lot of maneuvering. There's Doug obviously has
pretty
to get
constricted.
I'm in a space, and like Doug said, I've got the dike, I've got the anchored by the 2 cities, 2 villages, and then I've got the Danube to my back. This is why Napoleon's decision to attack was so very stupid. It's also why this is the first major defeat Napoleon suffers. So I guess we'll see. So once again, this is, I can go to the logo. This is Saturday Night Fights, brought to you by Armchair Dragoons. Please always feel free to join us at armchairdragoons.com. Say hello and come by, say it in the forums. And one day, who knows, you might want to join us in one of the bigger games we get going here. But thanks to...
And if you're making it to Origins next month...
Yeah, we are... what are we, like 4 weeks away, if so many? 3?
Right at just about 3.5.
We are at 3.5 weeks away from Origins. So we are going to be playing all sorts of wonderful games, including, as we said last week, Doug running not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 1824 Kriegspiels. Modified, sure, but still. And please come in and check them out. I'll probably, if the game ever gets to me, be running Command & Colors Medieval. Brand new game from our guy, Richard Borg, friend of Armchair Dragoons. And so please, come on down, check it out. But for tonight... Doug, thanks as always. And
glad to be here.
And we will see everybody the next time. Please take care.